Early clips from the interview, conducted the interview in August with the journalist Daphne Barak and now set to be aired in full on the evening of January 23 on Talk TV's Jeremy Kyle live show. Ghislaine Maxwell can be seen speaking from inside Florica's FCI Tallahassee female prison, where the 61-year-old is serving a 20-year sentence for recruiting and grooming girls between 1994 to 2004 for the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. In one segment, she reiterated claims made by herself and Prince Andrew that a photograph of the Queen's son and the woman who accused him of sleeping with her while she was underage is fake. Express.co.uk asked for an expert's opinion. In the interview, aired on January 21 at 7 p.m., the disgraced sex trafficker said, "It's a fake. I don't believe it's real for a second. In fact, I'm sure it's not. There's never been an original, and further, Terry's no photograph, and I've only ever seen a photocopy of it." She is not alone in doubting the authenticity of the photograph. Prince Andrew, who has his arm around Ms. Giuffre in the disputed image, has also claimed that he neither hugs nor displays affection. In his now infamous interview with BBC Newsnight in 2019, he also said the picture could not have been taken in London because he was wearing his travelling clothes. He added, "I have absolutely no memory of that photograph. I'm afraid to say that I don't believe that photograph was taken in the way that has been suggested." The original image remains elusive. When Andrew's legal team asked for it in 2022, they were told it was not in Ms. Giuffre's possession, according to reports at the time. Victor Schettinger, who has a PhD in digital image forensics, explained that it is almost impossible to determine if an image is fake visually, except if there are very obvious signs such as an absurd object or a person cut in half. Speaking to Express.co.uk, he said, "Determining that an image is fake can only be done in a very limited context, and it is only meaningful in any way if there is a chain of custody that ties a device to a picture. How people use pictures legally to prove things varies from country to country, and it's much more a question of jurisprudence than technical and scientific accuracy. To be able to have an accurate assessment, one would need to have the original image, understand on what camera it was taken, and so forth. Questioning the authenticity of an image is free, and the burden of proof lies in the accuser in this sense, therefore it is very easy to come up with excuses." Ms. Giuffre, who sued the Duke of York for allegedly sexually assaulting her when she was 17, claims which he has always denied and settled out of court, told BBC Panorama that she had given the authentic picture to the FBI in 2011. Mr. Schettinger believes that the FBI has both the skills and resources to make an assessment. He said, "There is an arms race between forensics and image editing technology, and this has always been the case. In the past, it was possible to create undetectable forgeries with enough resources, and it is a mix of technical and artistic skill. The existence of a certain image does not prove anything. There are two layers to the situation, however. One deals with how the public reacts after seeing an image, however fake or real, since it is impossible to unsee something. People will talk, and gossip, imaginations can go wild. The other layer involves how legal systems and institutions factor in images in their processes, what can be proved by them and how to validate them as evidence, and this is a question of jurisprudence." Ms. Giuffre used the image as evidence to support her allegations against the prince. Last year, the case was settled out of court, costing the Duke of York reportedly £12 million. However, It has now been reported that the 62-year-old is looking to overturn the settlement, according to the Mail on Sunday and the Sun on Sunday. After the picture was allegedly taken at Maxwell's home, Ms. Giuffre, previously known as Virginia Roberts, claims she and Prince Andrew had sex. He strongly denies this and claims he has never met her. Speaking on the same photograph, Hani Farid, a professor of digital forensics and image analysis at the University of California, Berkeley, told The Times in 2019 that he could not see any obvious signs of manipulation as the light and shading show no inconsistencies, although he could not say for sure that the image is authentic. He said, "The image was clearly taken with a flash. You can see the reflection of the flash in the window and there is the red eye. You can also see the strong cast shadow for the two people on the right onto the wall behind them. The two figures are seamlessly and closely placed, meaning it is unlikely Prince Andrew's body or head was superimposed onto the image," Mr. Farid explained. The lighting and pose of the head seem consistent with the body and scene, suggesting that it is also unlikely that this is Prince Andrew's head spliced onto another person's body, he continued. You can see what appears to be Prince Andrew's arm in the slight gap between him and the young woman, consistent with his hand on the waist. The color and resolution of the hand on the waist are consistent with the other hand, and the contact with the waist and body poses is consistent, suggesting that this is not spliced in. Maxwell first cast doubt of the photograph's authenticity while giving evidence, stating that the surroundings looked familiar but said she did not know if it was a real picture or not.